I want to talk to you about 9 reasons why men cheat.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you'll know when I go live. And tonight, I want to talk to you about 9 reasons why men cheat. 9 reasons why men cheat. Now, I have done a teaching on why women cheat, why we get entangled, but I also wanted to give a perspective of why men cheat, right? And I'm going to give it a perspective on, why men cheat. And I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm not saying that I condone infidelity. What I'm saying is that there is, men are wired very different from women, right? And they cheat for very different reasons why we cheat, right? And so tonight, I really kind of want to give you a glimpse as a wife why men cheat, okay? Number 1, you have let yourself go. Let's be very open and honest. Yes, our bodies are going to change. Yes, as we age, we're going to pick up some pounds due to menopause and some other things. But totally letting yourself go is going to be a big open door for them because men are 100% visual. So I say to you as a wife, try to keep yourself as visually appealing as possible. Again, I'm not condoning any type of infidelity, but men are visual and they are inundated every single day, just like we are inundated by media and what's beautiful and different sizes and all the different kind of things. So just try to make sure that you keep yourself together as much as possible. And if you're a stay-at-home mother, warrior, goddess, which is the hardest thing that you could ever do, is much easier to go to a corporate job than it is to stay at home. Just make sure that every time your spouse comes home that you have gotten yourself together, put on some clothes, you're just not looking frumpy all the time. And I get it, it's very easy and it's hard when you have smaller children, but just make sure that you take care of yourself, because let me just tell you, when you look good just for yourself, you feel a lot better. Okay. Number 2, that you are too busy with your career, right? And this was one of the doors that opened for infidelity in my marriage, because I am very much a go-getter. I'm very much a career-oriented woman, but I had to realize that my first ministry and my first priority was my spouse and my family. And I was too busy just trying to make sure that I was able to climb the corporate ladder, achieve my goals and all those kind of things. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to have your own and making sure that you're able to take care of yourself. So I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it needs to be some type of balance. Number 3, you have cheated on him, so he's going to cheat back on you. So it's basically revenge cheating, right? And again, I don't condone it on either side, but sometimes they're going to cheat just because you cheated on them and they think what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And again, I don't condone that behavior at all. Number 4, he likes to experiment in the bedroom and you're not willing to. That opens the door a lot for men to experiment with prostitutes, to experiment with other more mature women that are more sexually inclined to do what they want to do in the bedroom. And it also just opens the door for pornography and some other things. So my thing is if you're more on the conservative side of the bedroom, have a conversation about what you're willing to do, what you're willing to try, right? And what you're absolutely not willing to do, and give them a reason why, right? Just don't say, I'm not going to do that. Give them a reason why, right? And try to stay with what you're willing to try as much as possible, okay? Because again, You don't want your sex life to become boring. You don't want it to be, the same old, just as he does not want. So make sure that you're willing to explore and to try new things to keep your sex life spicy. Okay. Number 5, he wants a woman who wants to want him, right? A lot of times, once we get married, we forget, even though we want to feel wanted and to feel desired and to feel loved, a lot of times we think that men don't need to hear those things, right? And so a lot of times we open the door for another woman to tell him that, she wants him, she desires him, she loves him, and all those different kind of things. Men need to hear those things from you, just like we need to hear them from him. Okay. Number 6, he has just gotten bored, right? Life sometimes can become such a routine that we explore other things to mix it up, with, getting a new hairdo or getting something, trying something new kind of outfit or something like that. It's the same thing in marriage. If your marriage has become complacent and boring or whatever, sometimes men will step out to find something new, to seek to see if it's anything new out there, right? And again, you want to be that something new. So always make sure that you're changing up your hair. You're asking them, how we're doing and, with our sex life, how we're doing financially, all those things. And I call that the marriage checkup. And I suggest that you at least do it twice a year. Okay, so just make sure that you are paying attention and that you don't fall into the trap of just being the same old all the time. Number 7, it gives him a thrill, right? To know that he's, committing adultery and that you might not find out about it. It's a thrill, right? And I believe the wages of sin is death, right? And so you have to work hard to commit adultery. You really do. You have to try to coordinate and keep lies and all of these different kind of things. And I'm not condoning it, but sometimes that gives them a thrill, that they're doing something that you don't know about, right? Because women are very intuitive. We're very, we are very nosy. We ask 1,000 questions and all those kind of things. So that might be something that he feels that he can keep to himself, and it gives him a thrill. Number 8, he's just not feeling the marriage anymore. And a lot of times, again, men will not verbalize what they feel is going on in the marriage. So they just step outside of the marriage. With us women, we will verbalize, we're not connecting. I don't feel connected to you. I don't feel sexually connected to you. Let's communicate more. Let's go to counseling. Let's, we will begin to dig, right? With them, they just begin to pull back and they begin to focus their attention somewhere else. Number 9, you care about your kids and your family more than you care about him. Now, I'm not saying that that's true, but if you're a mother, and I understand that when you have smaller kids, they need more attention, and you, in your mind, you're thinking, that, he's a grown man, he should be able to take care of himself, because I was that mother. Gil, get over it. My kids need me. They can't do for themselves. You can do for yourself. But let me just tell you, before your kids came into the picture, it was him. It was you and him. And it's very hard sometimes to find that balance, especially as a mother, and especially when your kids are smaller and they're more needy. But you're going to have to learn to step away and say, I need to give my spouse the quality time just like I give my kids. And you need that as a couple, because just as time is ticking, your kids are going to grow up. They're going to leave, and you want to still have a connection with the person that you said I do to, right? And so, again, my prayer is that this has opened your eyes to some possibilities of why men cheat, right? And again, I'm not condoning it, whether it's you as a woman who cheats or as a man who cheats. I just want to give you some insight as a wife, why they cheat, right? And again, no, most men are not happy about cheating, but they are not open to articulate all the time what is going on to make them cheat. So again, I hope that this has been helpful to you and that it gives you some insight and it gives you some nuggets to be aware of. I love you to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. I don't want you give it up.